Hello everyone, this is Danger95 Production speaking, and today I want to talk about the future of my channel and 2020. So first off, I want to discuss about 2020 because of the coronavirus that's been going on around the world. Many people are panicking. Although so many people, like thousands of people died already of the coronavirus. Not the young children though. So if you're healthy and young, whatever, then you won't die of the coronavirus. But so many people are so afraid of it that they had to shut down all businesses, including airports, shopping malls, etc., which is totally stupid. Come on, man. If you're healthy, you're not gonna die of the coronavirus. Only old people will do, unless they're healthy. If you're sick, really infected, then you might die by some other disease, whatever. And and if you get infected by coronavirus, you'll die. But yeah, so it's not really that serious. But so many people are so afraid of it. Then again, they shut down everything, which is totally stupid. But we have no choice. Like, we can't fight against it. There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry to say. Anyways, enough of that. Also want to talk about engines at the beginning. If we're going to Japan, but the coronavirus thing is pretty stupid. But yeah, but also okay, well, never mind. So the coronavirus, I don't know if it will affect our family trip to Japan. I really want to go to Japan so I can get more engines. I need to get a new Player Percy to replace this one. A new Player Gordon. This is a Tommy Gordon, and when I repainted it, didn't match Thomas's color really well. It also didn't match Edward really well. The blue paint didn't look good, so this Gordon will be repurposed to the Flying Scotsman pretty soon, if I can get it. If we're going to Japan, so I can buy Player Gordon. Like that. Also, I need to try to find Douglas because I've got Donald. Unfortunately, he isn't working because, corrosion. I actually took his battery out. I actually took the battery out when I tested it with Thomas's battery. So I might try to find a Japanese secondhand shop there, which is probably the only way I can get Douglas. Also want to try to buy a new Player Emily to replace this one. You see how bad it looks, and that's not even her real tender. But there's nothing we can do about it if we can go to Japan. So originally I want to get a Dr. Airplane Thomas to replace my old Thomas, but since I got a new one with the shell and the chassis that I shortly afterwards gave to my custom Player Roger model, yeah, I canceled getting a Player Airplane Thomas in Japan. So this Thomas looks pretty nice. Although the CGI Player Thomas, the updated Thomas, has better details anyway, like just the windows and the whistle. They are not the windows and the whistle are not cartoonish anymore. Originally, I was going to find a classic Player James, but I found some new wires from one of my old electronic toy sets, and this coupler from one of my Edward models. Voila! I did it without soldering. I just used hot glue and super glue. Hot glue is like really difficult. Yeah. So yeah. Also super glue is irritating because it can get onto my fingers. Luckily, I managed to use my fingernails to get the super glue stains off my skin, which is a complete success. Yeah. But I also want to try to find a CGI Player James to make like a Ruby character, Sun, and maybe try to find a CGI player Edward to make Neptune. Also want to try to find a CGI like a player Black James and with the player LBC Thomas. So I can turn this James right here into Weissney, and so I can use the real Black James, and I can repurpose it into a YouTuber request. Like someone requested me to make his OC, so like, or his trained Sauna, like himself, like fan the yellow E2 tank engine, like just paint him yellow. He prefers a player to be made from a player Thomas instead of a Trackmaster 2 Thomas, which I'm pretty okay with. So yeah. And also want to talk about the future of my channel. Papa is still around, yeah. Screw you, Susan Wojcicki. You're just a bloody whore. Nobody likes you. You are the worst CEO of YouTube, as Spencer Carter says. So, Papa's still around, but I'm pleased to say that I'm marking my videos as not for kids, because my channel, if I do that, my channel won't be affected anyway, because it's not monetized, which I'm totally fine with, because none of the Thomas YouTubers' YouTube channels are monetized anyways. So yeah. So none of us intend to make money these days. So yeah. It's also, demonetization is also because of copyright. So the future of my channel, I'm thinking of making like some of my own, like some Thomas movies, like basically also adaptations. Here's one, the first one I'm gonna be working, that I ever want to work on. So first one I started working on last month is, well, based on a crossover fan fiction I found, which is a Thomas and the Magic Railroad crossover fan fiction. It was only one chapter published, but after reading it, I had the idea of making a movie out of it. I've been waiting so long for the next chapter to come up. Then later on, the fan fiction got deleted, so it can be fixed up. So yeah. Also, I'm making my own opening scene for an upcoming Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie. So sorry if I teased that. Sorry if I spoiled that. Like, announced it to so early, but I will continue making it eventually. But I'm not gonna announce what this Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie is actually about. But I like to say that it's also a remake, we made to like correct some mistakes that the original film made. Like they didn't put P.T. Boomer. Well, I guess that might scare the kids when they're watching the movie. Also, I want to try to add Edward in it, because they didn't put Edward. Also want to try to add more Thomas characters like Duck, Donald, Douglas, and Oliver. We can't miss out these guys. I'm not sure whether they're gonna have big roles or not. But if Edward's in it, then he won't speak. He should probably be a cameo. He may have he may have some lines, but who knows? Yeah. So I just need a new computer so I can continue working on the movie, which is great. Also, speaking of, I wanted to get a Playrail Diesel 10 and try to find a Tomy Playrail Lady. So in Japan, if I can find any of these in Japan, which would be great. So yeah. Or if I can go to the Japanese secondhand shop I always love to go to, I could just try my best to find Lady if she's available. But right now she isn't. She was when I went there for the first time, and that's where I got Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, and James. You see, this is the same James as I've got since July 13th. Also the same Gordon. Thomas have been changing a lot, like the side rods, the chassis, wheels, shell, and paper face. I mean, a smoke box. I mean, yeah. Also details. And yeah. Also, Edward's still the same. Like Edward's still the same, except that he had a tender swap, because the tender has less scratches than his old one. So let me just grab Edward. Yeah. Along with Henry. So yeah, here's my first Playroll Edward. And here's my Playroll Henry. This is the new one to replace my old Tommy Henry, which is no longer used, but I'm using this for old shape as old shape Henry. So yeah. Later, some parts of my Tommy Henry were used for my work in progress Big City engine. Speaking of, again, I'm using Gordon's tender for Big City engine because I believe the London Midland and Scottish Railway Patriot locomotives have Fowler tenders like Gordon, James, and Edward, not the L&ER tenders. So yeah, I think I have a spare Henry tender, but it's taken apart. So I might use that. For Flying Scotsman. I also can try my best to wire him up again. So, also have other engine goals like Mavis, Oliver, Boko, Duck. What about Duck? Well, I'm getting Duck from the United States pretty soon. I asked one of my family's friends on Facebook to buy me a Playroll Duck, so she did, and she's going to send it to me straight from the United States. Yeah, Duck also that Tommy Duck also came with Scruffy, and I have Toad since September. I still have him in my drawer, I believe. Yeah. Although I don't use him that much because I haven't got Oliver. So yeah. Also, I have another movie coming out. Oh, if maybe I can do it after my Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie adaptation. But also, my upcoming series, Northwestern Adventures of Thomas the Tank Engine. When I look at the script of the first episode of season 1 of my series, it kind of looked like plagiarism from Thomas 1 Ever to Henry Free's episode, one of his episodes from the Engines of Sodor called A Brother Reunion. So, spoiler. Yeah, so I had to get rid of most of the script and start over. I still have some of the footage I filmed, even though I haven't fully finished the script. So yeah. And so then again, I have to rewrite the entire episode to avoid plagiarism. So I may do an adaptation or something, but whatever. What do I know? I guess we'll cross the bridge when we get to it. Also, I need to cross my fingers. And the spin-off series I announced, which is Thomas, Ruby, and Friends, that Nintendo Nate 1 and I are going to be working on his channel. Well, I didn't see any, I don't believe there's any progress that we made on the episodes. We also need to work on the teaser trailer for that. And I'll be using this based on the video from Flying Scotsman Productions, I think. He did a video called Dear Christopher for the 70th anniversary. 70th anniversary. We're going to be doing a teaser trailer. We're going to be doing a teaser trailer of the spin-offs of our spin-off series, Thomas, Ruby, and Friends. And on May 12th. That's what we're aiming for. And I'm using that same teaser trailer for and also okay, never mind what I just said. I just don't know what to say. But yeah. Spoiler. I'm also using the same teaser trailer for the opening scene of my TATMR movie. Yeah. Also want to try to find Splatter and Dodge, because we can't miss these out. So yeah. So I hope you guys are excited for what's to come, what's gonna be released in the future. So please stay tuned for that. I may also give like updates about it. So just be patient with me, okay? That's all you need to do. Yeah, so okay, if you notice, I'm wearing shades right now because I look cool. These are my bicycling shades, which are pretty cool. Also, yeah. Also, I want to show you some customs I'm working on. Oscar Pine 2.0, because the original model is later repurposed for Silver Avenger Percy, and that's the same Silver Avenger Percy that you see in my St. Patrick's Day video. So yeah, but he still has the player Percy chassis, and the reason why, yeah, that was Percy's original chassis, but the reason why Percy is using a 1994 Percy chassis, I don't remember explaining it in my Thomas the Steam Team Snowplow videos on Christmas, but the reason why I did that because, boom, the terminal broke off. I don't know if I still have the terminal, which is sad, but that's okay. And yeah, so yeah, I also have other customs planned. Like I'm planning to make Team Ruby as engines. Like I need to get an extra Emily for Blake and an extra Gordon for Yang. So also we planning to be making Team Juniper. Also I want to make I also want to finish making Oscar. Also want to make Penny, Velvet, and Sun and Neptune, just like I mentioned. So yeah, man, it's such a long video, like 18 minutes, but oh well. So, also planning to get more rolling stock, like the breakdown train. I only have the breakdown train's flatbed, but I don't have the breakdown train itself. Also want to try get some more engines, like I think, but also want to try to get some more tracks, like so I can keep filming properly. And I need a new computer, but right now I have my mom's computer. I actually need to use. I want to use my own, but I don't have one. So so I can do like 3D animations. You guys will be seeing that pretty soon. I guarantee you that. Now, as a 15-year-old, I would like to, like, I don't know about what's gonna happen, but also I want to thank you guys so much for helping me hit 228 subscribers. This truly means a lot to me. I can't believe I hit over 200. It took me like a year and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months to hit 100. Wait, 9 months? A year and 8 or 9 months, I don't remember. It took me like that long to help me hit 100 subscribers. Now it took me only a few months until like this March to reach 200. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next video and have a good one. This is Daniel signing out. Peace.